Hi guys, Traffic 187 here, welcome back. Today I'll be reviewing the Hoover SCM1500. I bought this because I had a few bits and pieces to do around the house. It's good as a steam mop goes, or SteamJet as it were. Couple bits of feedback on it. First things first, there is not enough storage on the device or around it to store all the bits. So you have a lot of gubbins. There are some storage bits, as you can see inside the item itself. Very good cleaner so far, and I'm going to give you a test today so you can see what you're up against. Basically, the hole extensions are very rigid, very strong. As you can see, they're just like hollow inside, but they are really strong, so don't worry about how hard you mop and breaking the extension, as it were. Now today I'm going to tackle this. Now, as you can see, over the winter I have been neglecting the outside of my house, so it kind of needs a bit of sprucing up, as it were. Now this is actually mould, as you can see, and if I rub hard enough it does come off. Let's just get a cloth so you can see how bad it is. So 2 secs. Okay, so that is like with hard rubbing. So there you are. So that's what I'm going to use the steam mop on. So let's get it started. Now the steam mop is very quick to heat up. I've put in about 450 millilitres of water. It takes up to 750, I believe. 750? No, 700, sorry, 700 millilitres, and that kept me going the other day for, at least 45 minutes, so that was quite good. So I'm going to get going on tackling this, so holding the camera while doing this, and unlocking the device. Oh yeah, the device here has got a safety lock, so if you walk away from it, and you can click it across and put a safety lock on so no idiot comes up, or children as it were, comes up and touch it. Obviously don't leave it on its own with the lock anyway, because most children like to push red buttons, and it's a red button. Here we are, so here we go. Now at first, as you can see, it's got a lot of, yeah, there we are, and that's literally just the water that's inside the hose, and there we are. So I would say the rubber bits around the edge are the hardest, and as you can see, it absolutely strips it off quite well. I'm really quite chuffed with this device. Now, this isn't a miracle worker. This isn't going to solve all your household needs and all your household cleaning, but what it does do is make it a hell of a lot easier. So I'm going to clean this off and then come back and you can see the finished result. So here we are. All done, basically. There's some bits and pieces around there, and notice the rubber bit didn't let go of it too well, but it's gone slightly sticky, so I'm gonna let it cool down a bit, then give it another go. So obviously I don't want to melt the seals. Remember, obviously, if you're using steam around glass and it's a cold day, glass is prone to shatter in the heat, obviously, so be careful with that. But overall, I'm pretty chuffed with that. You can see some spotting. I'm not sure if you can see that on the camera, but you see some spotting, but that is basically in the plastic. That's ingrained in the plastic, as it were. It feels very smooth, smooth as a baby's bottom. But yeah, so the lead work is fine. Gave it a quick brush over, but yeah, overall I'm quite chuffed with that. Okay, some final faults on the steam cleaner. The nozzle itself, as you can see, has been affected by the steam, and the bristles haven't really stayed straight. So this is after a couple of uses. So I've used it in the house for about 45 minutes and on the framework that you've seen. So that's a bad thing, so that I'd say that loses definitely half a star after 2 uses. So I would say overall 3.5 out of 5 stars if I had to rate it. Reason why it's got 3.5 is the storage of the items. Fair enough that you can't store them on the machine because the machine's tiny, but they could have supplied a bag or something to hold all the pieces in place. And the bristle, so I would say the bristle's still usable, don't get me wrong, but it's not, yeah, after 2 uses it shouldn't be half dead, as it were. Anyway, take it easy, be good to yourself, see you next time, bye. So that's it for this review. If you've got any comments or questions, please leave it below or contact me.